What's up, YouTube? Jack Henry here. It's been a minute since I've uploaded anything, but I've been kind of busy in school and finals came up and stuff like that. So I just wanted to do a quick update video of my Chinese water dragon and give you a little show slash preview of what I have in store for him, and also show you a new addition that I got. If you guys haven't seen my other videos, here's Merlin. He is, I don't know, about 4 or 5 months old now, I think. Yeah, he's doing really good. I got him when he was a baby. He still looks really good. He's got no nose rub. He's still got all of his toes and his tail. He's doing really good. He likes his cage. He isn't malnourished at all, and as you can see, he's kind of plump. I've had him out of his cage for a second, so he's kind of cold. That's probably why he's laying down on my leg, trying to get warm. But I'm going to give you a quick show of his cage, and kind of let you know what I do to take care of him, and stuff like that. So here's his cage. It's a 40-gallon breeder tank. I'm not exactly sure the dimensions, but I think it's 36 inches long by 19 inches deep, and I think it's 20 inches tall. Not entirely sure on that one, but it does good for him right now. Definitely not a final resting place for him, though. So in his cage, I have a pretty deep water bowl. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a good 3.5, 4 inches deep. We've got a 10-gallon filter in there, 10-gallon water filter in there, and a whole assortment of climbing things like grapevine roots. I have just regular bendy root. I actually have 2 live plants in there. There is a Schefflera, or umbrella plant, in the back, and this is a golden pothos in the front. I have a little hide for him that he likes to go in every once in a while. His lighting, this is a 10-inch deep dome fixture with a 150-watt bulb. And this is a Zoomed Reptisun 5.0 fixture with LED lights and the Reptisun UVB. I like to keep his cage in the upper 80s for humidity. His basking spot gets about 110 degrees, 112 depending on where on the branch he's sitting, and it doesn't get any lower than 78 degrees, which is good for them because they're kind of forest animals, so they're okay with a little bit cooler temperatures. This is how I check the temperature. It's a National Geographic thermometer, so right there. Let's see if I can get a good reading. Let's see, so 110 degrees, and 80 degrees, and on the cool side, 77, 76, 75. But it's really good for him. I feed him dubia roaches. I don't feed him crickets. Crickets are actually high in phosphorus. A lot of people don't know that. And unless you're dusting them, they're really prone to metabolic bone disease if you just feed them crickets. Water dragons really like worms, and so every once in a while I'll give them a super worm for a snack. I won't do mealworms because they're pretty much just fat. I dust his crickets with calcium, or his not his crickets, his dubia roaches with calcium every day, and every 2 to 3 days I'll give him a multivitamin, Herptovite. Yeah, that's more or less his cage. Merlin, I'll just give you another quick shot of him. Alright, so let me talk to you about some plans that I have for him. I'll put him back in his cage. There he is in his cage. My plan, though, see this dresser? Maybe not this one in particular, but I had a really good idea, at least I think it's a good idea, to take an old chest of drawers and convert it into a terrarium. I have another chest of drawers that I can do that is 6 feet wide, and it's 4.5 feet tall and 4 feet deep. And if I convert that into his cage, that should be good for his final resting spot. Not sure if it's a boy or a girl. The way that he's developing now, I think he might be a boy. He's starting to get kind of big jowls and a little bit of a crest on the back of his neck, which is kind of typical in males, but also females. So I'm not quite sure, and I won't really know for another few months. Oh, he has a misting system. It's the Monsoon RS400. I have it set to go off every 2 hours for 60 seconds, and that's pretty good for his humidity. I angle the misters to spray the plants that are directly underneath the basking spot. That way it can evaporate and give good humidity, and I don't have to worry about mold forming in his cage. Yeah, that's him. He's doing really good, and I'm actually really happy with the way that he's going. I put a clean background on about 6 inches of the front, the full side, and the full back, and that's just to prevent him from rubbing his nose, because Chinese water dragons are known to do that. Trying to see what else I can tell you. I put distilled water in his misting system. That's mostly just for the misting mechanics so that it doesn't build up calcium on all the moving parts inside. I use filtered water for his dishes, and I clean his filter every week or so, and I change his water every 4 days. Heads up for people that might be thinking about getting a Chinese water dragon. They do defecate in their water. That's really like the only place they go. So it's a positive because you don't really have to clean out their cage all that often. It's also a negative because you have to replace the water, and depending on how big the water reservoir you have for him can be kind of a pain. But yeah. And then let me show you a quick little preview of this cage. It's 20 long, and it has a baby bearded dragon in it. Although he's not doing too good. He's not eating very well. So here's his cage. I have soil in for a substrate because I didn't want to use sand because they can get impacted with sand. I have a Reptisun 10.0 and a 75 watt basking bulb and a little hide in there for him. I have a heat pad on the back to maintain temperature at night, and let me see if I can get a good look at Puff right there on the side if you can see him. Yeah, so like I said, he hasn't been eating very well. So I actually got him this stuff. It's Flucker's Reptiboost. It's what my veterinarian recommended, thinking that maybe he might have some sort of nutritional deficiencies. So, that's my video, and just make sure to like it if you liked it, and comment if I should do anything different, and subscribe if you want some more. Thank you.